Dansa salsa med Anna. Dansa, visa henne några steg. Nej,
There's going to be opportunities. Oh yes, there's going to be some struggles. There's going to be some challenges. There's going to be some tests. But even the struggles are an opportunity for me to show off the victory if my mind can handle the change.
Change is all around me, and I know this has to change. How do I make sure to not get stuck in another fixed routine? And I realized, my intuition told me that I need to start working on my subconscious self again. I do believe this is one of the fundamental keys in order for us to live the kind of life we want to live, a life of freedom.
These things we bring on ourselves through our habitual way of thinking. Every one of us is the sum total of his own thoughts. He is where he is because that's exactly where he really wants to be, whether he'll admit that or not. Each of us must live off the fruit of his thoughts in the future, because what you think today and tomorrow, next month and next year, will mold your life and determine your future. You're guided by your mind.
Change. Some may use the term fake it till you make it. I'm just gonna be until I become. All I need is within me now. Every morning, every lunch, every afternoon, every evening, I'm gonna convince myself. I'm gonna embrace every emotion attached to this state to the degree that I can't separate myself from thought and reality.
We become what we think about. Now, it stands to reason that a person who's thinking about a concrete and worthwhile goal is going to reach it, because that's what he's thinking about, and we become what we think about. Conversely, the man who has no goal, who doesn't know where he's going, and whose thoughts must therefore be thoughts of confusion and anxiety and fear and worry, becomes what he thinks about. His life becomes one of frustration and fear and anxiety and worry. And if he thinks about nothing, he becomes nothing.
I'm just gonna do it. This morning, this day, I'm starting an epic quest. I'm throwing myself into a 90-day challenge. I'm gonna be free. Just because I tell myself I am. Every morning and 3 times more throughout the day, sitting down, talking to myself with the positive language. I am certain this moment is one of those moments. One of those moments I will be looking back at. A decision-making point where I decided to do something that would change my life.
I'm strong, I'm wealthy, I am healthy.
Figure out how to become a fear-facing guy. New environments, new fears. Ursäkta? Hej. Jag bara undrar om du vill le med mig in i kameran lite och ha en liten YouTube-kanal där jag pratar med folk och sådär. Nej, men du ler så fint. You made me smile.
I'm worthy of whomever. I am successful. I am the kind of person who works out every morning. I am the kind of person that does the hard things because it's the right thing.
I want to live a life of freedom.
I am the kind of person that faces my fears every goddamn lovely day in this beautiful life. Let's get this day started.
Now, hitting the gym with some more affirmations. All I need is within me now. I am doing positive affirmations. I am telling myself in a deep-rooted way, in a way that makes me believe it, that I am free in mind and body, that I am able, that I am capable of anything.
Good morning, Alex. I just have one question for you right now. Who do you want to be today?
And I'm not just gonna say it, I'm gonna say it in a way that it makes me believable.
I am my best self. I'm free, I'm capable of anything, I'm hungry, I'm fearless, and I love life.
I love myself and I'm capable of anything. I am my ideal version of myself. I'm gonna believe it. I am gonna believe it. And it's gonna change my life. 3 months of committing to doing everything in my power to change.
So decide now. What is it you want? Plant your goal in your mind. It's the most important decision you'll ever make in your entire life. What is it you want?
I am Alex and I am free in mind and body. Talking to myself, reminding myself who I am, who I should be, who I can be.
It's gonna be an amazing day. I'm gonna remind myself of it 4 times a day.
I am confident. I am competent. What an epic morning run. 5 kilometers of pure energizing. I was listening to Earl Nightingale's old audio tape, A Stranger's Secret.
Life should be an exciting adventure. It should never be a bore. A man should live fully, be alive. He should be glad to get out of bed in the morning. He should be doing a job he likes to do because he does it well.
I'm happy. I am free. I'm a fear-facing guy. Whew. Now let's hit the cold shower and then I'm down to the lab. Nothing kickstarts you as much as a cold shower in the morning. I'm strong. I'm wealthy. I'm happy. I love myself. No excuses. Change has happened. New morning routines. From now on, I got a smooth chest, at least for a little while. I just got home from a 5 kilometer run and I'm back here in my new apartment where me and my brother has moved. It's in Täby. It's outside of Stockholm. It's a ground floor apartment. It's quite nice actually. I can just open the door and breathe fresh local air. I have a new assignment and a new role and it's super exciting. I'm actually teaching a newly graduated, just connecting, and I'm having so much fun at work. And I'm only gonna do it part-time, which is like the perfect combination. I can transfer over to whatever other means pursuing my vision, helping you guys to face your fears, starting with my own band. I actually have started to eat lunch with my colleagues. I hadn't done that in 3 months because, well, as I mentioned, I have a special relationship to food. Yummy lunch bugs. Trying new spices. Change! Needed some change in my life. So I bought myself a new motorcycle. Change. Don't I look handsome in my new shirt? Especially with my tights. So excited this morning that I ran away from my pants. I'm gonna own these tights today. Office style. I will also educate myself to a whole new level on how the mind and body works. I need to understand my mind, other people's mind. I need to understand the psyche.
Stop thinking about what it is you fear. Each time a fearful or negative thought comes into your consciousness, replace it with a mental picture of your positive and worthwhile goal. And there'll come times when you'll feel like giving up. It's easier for a human being to think negatively than positively. That's why only 5% are successful. You must begin now to place yourself in that group. For 30 days, you must take control of your mind. It will think about only what you permit it to think about. Each day for this 30-day test, do more than you have to do. In addition to maintaining a cheerful, positive outlook, give of yourself more than you've ever done before. Do this knowing that your returns in life must be in direct proportion to what you give. The moment you decide on a goal to work toward, you're immediately a successful person. You are then in that rare and successful category of people who know where they're going. Out of every 100 people, you belong to the top 5. Don't concern yourself too much with how you're going to achieve your goal. Leave that completely to a power greater than yourself. All you have to do is know where you're going. The answers will come to you of their own accord and at the right time.
I just caught myself thinking a bunch of negative thoughts about the salsa tonight, or my performance in that. That I suck, that I can't do it, that I should just quit straight away because there's no point in continuing. Fuck that. Instead, now I'm just gonna change my mind and I'm I'm gonna make some positive affirmations, telling myself that I'm good at this, which will actually drive some motivation to practice more, because I haven't practiced. I can't be good if I don't practice. It's common sense. It's interesting, I just had my salsa lesson and it was probably the worst one so far in terms of performance, but it was one of the most enjoyable ones because I just decided to have fun with it, to not care, just tell myself I'm having fun with this, and it, totally embracing it, it actually works. It's all in your goddamn head, Alex. It's all in your head.
Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you.
I'm gonna run to a networking event, which is not something I do every day, I'll tell you that. Change your state of being, pretend to be, and you'll be. That's exactly what went down tonight. I came like in the last quarter, but it was I just threw myself in there. I told myself I'm gonna have fun. This is gonna be a great experience, just meeting some new people. They asked for some volunteers. I just raised my hand. I want to go up there, and I got up there and I got some goodie bags, and I actually performed.
Jag
släpper din hand. Bara så. Så snurrar du. I just had fun with it, and afterwards I just talked to a lot of new people, networked, and this is all thanks to my focus on boosting myself, affirmations, telling myself to be my best self, and it happens. I am capable of anything. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am fearless. I'm positive. I'm energized. I mean, I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. It's 9:30. I should be dead right now. I firmly believe this is the truth, and the one and only truth. I'm owning my life, and I freaking enjoy it like heck. It was just the last piece of the puzzle missing. I feel full. I feel complete. I feel like I can do anything. Give me a stage with 2,000 people and I would walk up there and just own it. That's how confident I feel right now.
Reprogramming the subconscious mind to create more wealth, happiness, better relationships is an ongoing journey and a way of life. That's what it is. There are always higher levels that you can achieve in all areas, and those levels are unlocked.
I'm listening to a lot of videos on YouTube on subconscious programming. I'm gonna prove to you, at the end of these 90 days, I will have outcome, results. I will show you how to do this too, because that is part of my vision. Tomato soup. Usually this would be a time and a moment filled with anxiety, like tired, feeling lost, been eating too much. But instead, due to my commitment to this challenge, I'm still in a good place. Now, I did dip my toes in the bad place, but my high level of awareness caught myself. I am able, even in the toughest of moments like these, when the anxiety is at its peak, which it has been like every day for the last 2 months, I'd say, like at the evening when I'm tired and just can't control my eating. Even in this moment, I feel great. I actually do.
It's as marvelous and as simple as that. In fact, it's so simple that in our seemingly complicated world, it's difficult for an adult to understand that all he needs is a purpose and faith. For 30 days, do your very best. If you're a salesman, go at it as you've never done before, not in a hectic fashion, but with the calm, cheerful assurance that time well spent will give you the abundance in return you deserve and want. If you're a homemaker, devote your 30-day test to completely giving of yourself without thinking about receiving anything in return, and you'll be amazed at the difference it makes in your life. No matter what your job, do it as you've never done it before for 30 days. And if you've kept your goal before you every day, you'll wonder and marvel at this new life you've found. Dorothea Brand, the outstanding editor and writer, discovered it for herself and tells about it in her fine book, Wake Up and Live. Her entire philosophy is reduced to the words, act as though it were impossible to fail. She made her own test with sincerity and faith, and her entire life was changed to one of overwhelming success. Now, you make your test for 30 full days. Don't start your test until you've made up your mind to stick with it. You see, by being persistent, you're demonstrating faith. Persistence is simply another word for faith. If you didn't have faith, you'd never persist. If you should fail during your first 30 days, by that I mean suddenly find yourself overwhelmed by negative thoughts, you've got to start over again from that point and go 30 more days. Gradually, your new habit will form until you find yourself one of that wonderful minority to whom virtually nothing is impossible. And don't forget the card. It's vitally important as you begin this new way of living. On one side of the card, write your goal, whatever it may be. On the other side, write the words we've quoted from the Sermon on the Mount. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. Nothing great was ever accomplished without inspiration. See that during these crucial first 30 days, your own inspiration is kept at a peak. And above all, don't worry. Worry brings fear, and fear is crippling. The only thing that can cause you to worry during your test is trying to do it all yourself. Know that all you have to do is hold your goal before you. Everything else will take care of itself. Remember also to keep calm and cheerful. Don't let petty things annoy you and get you off course. Now, since making this test is difficult, some will say, why should I bother? Well, look at the alternative. No one wants to be a failure. No one really wants to be a mediocre individual. No one wants a life constantly filled with worry and fear and frustration. Therefore, remember that you must reap that which you sow. If you sow negative thoughts, your life will be filled with negative things. If you sow positive thoughts, your life will be cheerful, successful, and positive.
No free burgers, but perhaps I can get someone to smile with me. Ursäkta?
Ja.
Hej, du sa att jag filmar lite här.
Ja.
Jag undrar om du vill le med mig in i kameran. Jag har en liten YouTube-kanal.
Ja,
Ja, glad du är. Hej. Vad heter du?
Emily.
Emily. Vilket vackert leende du har, Emily.
Tack, vad snällt.
Vad gör du för någonting?
Jag jobbar. Vi
Jobbar.
håller på att ta in kunder. Vi säger det.
Vad är det för event?
De har 25% rabatt. Ja. Frukost.
Ja.
Det var se
Jag tränar som säker.
Ja, okej.
Men man skulle kunna få en fika med dig då?
Ja.
Nej, inte alls.
Nej.
Jag måste försöka.
Jag försöker i alla fall.
Men kriga på. Så var de bra då.
Ja, detsamma.
Hej. That was fun. That was fun. A bit awkward, but that was fun. Now I'm gonna go home and eat breakfast, celebrate, and just have an awesome day.